Hi, I'm Bill Crane. I'm the new CCEO of Recruiting Ninja. You've tasked me with making some feature changes. I've been looking at the requests that you've made. The first thing I need to do is prioritize them. That part's really easy because you basically told me already how you want them prioritized. You want to prioritize to reduce churn and create long-term value. That's really easy. The methodology is a little more complex, but basically I think it entails talking to lots of people. Obviously, talking to Dane and seeing what features he feels need to be added would be great. I think it would be really important to talk to the true fans, ask them what the two favorite features that they have are, and then also talk to the people that have gone and never come back and see why they left and never came back. And then look at the people who churn. I'm assuming some come back periodically, probably whenever they need some recruiting. Find out what they use and what they don't use and why they don't stay permanently. The key feature with all these revisions, I think, is, in tying into the methodology, is the MVP concept of lean manufacturing. And that is, there's going to be a list. It's going to be fairly big of features, I think, hopefully not too big. And I think the two key elements to keep in mind is MVP. I think MVP is just as important when you're going from version 3 to version 4 as it is from going from nothing to version 1. Everything you talked about in the foundation, about not making it too complicated, not being perfect, just getting it out there, is equally applicable from version to version. So it's important to go from version, whatever it is, 3 to version 4, rather than go from version 3 to version 8. And the second aspect of this is, I think it's important to look at the product in question. Are we going from a level 3 type of solution to a level 1 type solution that people aren't going to use because it'll require too much of their time? So I think that's important to look at. I hope that you've already looked at that and you kind of know that that the features you want to add are going to keep it at level 3, level 4 type of solution. Something you didn't really ask in this whole process, you did ask how to deal with the developer. Obviously, I probably want to be using Skype. I'll want to be using email. I want to see progress, set some deadlines, make sure that we're hitting deadlines, make sure that we come out with stuff as it's scheduled to come out. And Skype and email are probably the two main ways of doing that. There's times when I just like to make a phone call and chat with someone rather than typing up a long email too. So one of those three solutions is primarily how I'm going to work with the developer. I'm very much non-micromanager. I want to task something and then turn it loose with the people that can get it done. The last thing you didn't ask the why do I want this job that I've just secured, and that is because I want some significant freedom in my life, primarily time and money. I want to be able to spend more time with my grandkids, and as cliche as it sounds, I actually want to be able to take them to Disneyland and have the time to do that and have the money to do that. The other thing that I want to do is I want to spend more time with my wife, free up some of her work schedule. We live in Montana. It's a beautiful state. You know from Boulder, Colorado, what the Rockies are like. So it's one of those things where if you don't get out on really Thursday to get a campsite, if you go out on a Friday like most people do right after work, you're not going to get a good campsite. And you may not even get into the campground you want. And I want to be able to get out on a Wednesday or a Thursday and get out when there's not nearly as many people, and then I'll probably be happy to work on a Saturday or a Sunday. Those are a couple of the whys that I have in mind, but basically more time and more money to enjoy the time I have. I think that wraps it up. Rather than turning this into a perfect product and turning it into you late Sunday, I'm turning it in on Friday and giving you the minimum viable product for the answer to your question. And that's it. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you when we actually start doing this for real. Thanks.